Just before you shut the door against beans and throw the key away, please try this recipe. Are you in the WhatsApp group of people that don't like beans? I used to be in that WhatsApp group too, but I left a long time ago after I discovered this yummy goodness. Truly, beans is one nutritious meal that has a lot of health benefits. So you just have to look for a way to enjoy your beans. Hello, amazing fam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making beans porridge. If you don't like beans, I advise you to watch this video to the end and then recreate it also. And trust me, you are going to fall in love with beans because this tasted so good. I'm making use of some salt and stock cube. I'm also making use of some bell pepper and scotch bonnet pepper. I'll also be making use of 3 medium-sized onion. All right, and then I will be making use of my blended crayfish. I love crayfish in beans. I'm also going to be making use of some green vegetable. I love vegetable in my beans. If you don't like it, please skip it. All right, I'm also making use of some chopped tomatoes. I love lots of it in beans. And then here I have my plantain. I'm going to be adding plantain and my beans that I've thoroughly washed. All right, always wash your beans very well because they do preserve some of these things with some chemicals that prevent weevil infestation. All right, so I'm going to be introducing my beans now into a boiling water, and then I will also go ahead and add some onion. I don't know, I just have this belief that onion helps it to cook faster. I don't know how true this is. Do you think onion helps this to cook faster? I don't know. All right, but then it works for me. So I'm going to go ahead at this point to chop my or slice my plantain into desired size. I'm going with this size. You can go with bigger or smaller one depending on what you like. But this is how I just like my plantain in my beans. So I'll go ahead and chop the remaining one and then we'll get back to our cooking proper. So far, while the beans is cooking, I'm going to be making the sauce for this beans. So in a heated pan, I'm going to go ahead and add my palm oil. I love palm. I prefer palm oil to vegetable oil when it comes to porridge beans. Okay, but then you can make use of any one you like. I'm going to be introducing my chopped onion. To know me is to know I love onion. So do you can blend yours if you don't like it this way. And then I will allow my onion to saute for like 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes, this is what I have. I'm going to go ahead and add my tomatoes at this point. And then after adding my tomatoes, I will also introduce the blended pepper mix and give this a quick stir to combine nicely. But I'll also be introducing some spices, or rather I'll be introducing as my stock cube and salt to this and allow everything to combine nicely until I have what I'm looking for. So I'll be introducing my stock cube at this point, and then I'll also go ahead and add some salt to this, just that so that everything fries properly and taste good. All right, so I'll add my salt and then give this a quick stir to fry for the next 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, we will see what it looks like. So far, this has been frying for 7 minutes. It's time for me to introduce the rest of the ingredient to this sauce. Okay, you can add protein if you want, like smoked fish or any protein of choice at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and add my blended crayfish. That is the only thing I'm using here. Okay, you can add your smoked fish, dry fish, whatever protein of choice you like to add to it. Please add it at this point so that everything will fry properly and then release its flavor into the sauce. So fam, I'm also going to be adding a little salt. Just notice that the salt is not enough. All right, so I will add a little salt to this and then give it a quick stir to combine and fry it again for the next 7 minutes. All right, so while our sauce is frying, we are going to check the beans. At this point, my beans has cooked 80 to 85% down the way. I'm going to be introducing my plantain at this point because I want the plantain and the beans to cook nicely and then combine with each other nicely. So I'll introduce my plantain at this point and then spread it out very well so that the stock from the beans will help to cook the plantain proper. All right, so I'll cover this up and allow it to cook until the plantain is tender. While the beans and plantain is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and check my sauce. At this point, fam, this has been frying for 5 minutes and I'm okay with what I have at this point. So I am just going to switch up the gas at this point and then set this aside and wait for our beans and plantain to cook properly. So far, our beans and plantain is tender at this point. Yes, everything is tender. The beans is cooked. The plantain is okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and introduce the sauce into this. All right. Our sauce is ready and our food is 85% ready at this point. Okay, so I'll introduce my sauce to this and then allow it to cook and then allow the fluid in the beans and plantain to cook with the sauce so that everything will combine nicely. So at this point, fam, see this has been cooking. I'll be introducing my vegetable. Sorry, I lost that clip. All right, fam, our vegetable is already in here. I love vegetables in my beans. If you do not like vegetable, you can skip this part, but I feel that it just helps to add lots of nutrition, not of nutritious taste to this. But if you don't like it, please do skip it, all right, and you'll still enjoy your beans. So fam, at this point our beans is ready. To know me is to know I do not like overcooking my veggie. You can see how good this is already looking at this point. If you don't like beans, please do try this recipe and you will like it. If you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed, support me by subscribing. And for my old subscribers, you all are amazing. Thank you for the amazing comments, the likes and everything.